two. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54, go to 54, line in. 59, Mike's 50, one shot. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 59, Mike, 26.
Now Prescott. Caught by Wilson. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got Smith here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Foreman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming this way, here we go. Watch the signal. We're going to 53. Check 43. 26.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now 4. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Kill. Kill. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Check pass. 66. Pull it. High. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 39, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, kill. 27.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Going deep downfield for Ross. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mike, check, 59. It's a party now. Hey, alert 3. Everybody, go to 54, go to 54. Right, everybody, kill. Go.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No.
Here's Brissett. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott to throw it. This to Jarwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
47. Here we go, 54, go to 54. Hey. 26.
On play action, Prescott. His throw incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Here we go. Go ahead, Woo! Let's get it. Then we're going to 53.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Mike 5'9". 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
A carry for Foreman. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
47.
57's right.
26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike. Here we go.
59. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Here's Foreman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Watch the run.
Watch.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Prescott down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Vigil picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On first down, Foreman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
I'm scared.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Brissett going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Another try for Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's a run with Mixon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Get up. Check 59.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
46.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bengals, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,